Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Brianna, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how I make my thumbnails. So first off, I just want to say thank you so much to this person right here for suggesting this video. I really appreciate it, and if you guys have any video suggestions, I'll definitely make sure to do them. So just comment those below. Anyway, let's just get on with today's video. So the first thing that I usually like to do is take a photo after the video is done. So once I'm done filming the video, or like in the middle of it, I just go ahead and use my phone right here to take a picture, because that's just how I do my thumbnails. I always do them on my phone. But anyway, once you have that photo and you're happy with it, and then usually I go to edit, and I can either enhance the photo or adjust the different tools. But yeah, once that is all adjusted to your liking, you're going to go ahead and go over to an app called Pixel Lab. So that's the app that I love to use. It has literally given me so many amazing thumbnails over the past years. I love it so much. But yeah, this is what it looks like once you go in, and then you just go right here and you click the transparent background, because just in case you have anything transparent, you don't want any like weird colors showing through. And then you go to the upper right hand corner, the three dots, and then we have to adjust the image size, because YouTube thumbnails are 16:9, or for this app you can literally just go all the way down to YouTube thumbnail, and it gives you the width and the height of 1280 by 720. So there's your perfect aspect ratio of what you want your thumbnail to be. And then you go to the plus, and then you go to from gallery, and you select your picture that you just took. So here's my picture, and as you can see, it's already in the 16:9 kind of frame. So that's what I recommend for simple thumbnails. Just always take the picture like landscape by using your phone like this rather than portrait. But then once you have your photo here, you click check and you drag it all the way across. And then as you can see now, it's like you're still highlighted on it and you can move it around. So in order to lock it in place, you go to this button and then you press the little lock. And I always like to move the text above it. So yeah, there's the base of your thumbnail already. And now we just have to add to it and spice it up. And this is different for every single thumbnail. Some of my thumbnails, like in my most recent videos, have multiple pictures stacked right next to each other. And if you want to use the grid for this, if you have like 4 photos, for example, that works great for that, because you can have 1 photo per column, as you can see here. But for regular thumbnails like this one, we don't really need that. Pictures, I want to find like 2 thumbnails that I'm proud of, just to kind of display them for this video. And so that's why, as you can see in the background, I have like a bunch of messy parts of my room, and that doesn't really matter because that's going to be covered up anyway. So you're going to go again to from gallery. I just uploaded 2 new pictures into my thumbnail, and I did it the same way I uploaded the main picture. And these are like 2 of the thumbnails that I really love. So here I'm just going to go ahead and kind of try to orient them in the best way that I see fit. So as you can see, in the bottom left corner of each picture is this kind of like thing that you can use to adjust the picture, the rotation of it. So I usually kind of like to rotate mine a little bit each, just to kind of like give it a fun little look. So I rotated them both a teensy bit, and I might also want to make them a little bit bigger so people can see them more easily. But I think also to spice it up a little bit, I'm going to add a background to these thumbnails. So to do that, the easiest way is to go to this middle bar and then go to shapes, and it gives you this just like plain square looking thing. And we definitely just want to keep that, but then try to make it as like rectangle as possible, if that makes any sense. But once you think it looks pretty good, you're just going to lock the other 2 in place and then bring this one under them both. the rectangle. So now this is really just about eyeballing it. So I'm just gonna kind of adjust it to the thickness that I want. I think that's good for the thickness. And then I'm just going to do the exact same thing for the other picture. But I really recommend doing that because once you do it, it just looks a lot cleaner and then more like popping out, which is really nice. So now we're going to do the text. So you always want to bring the text up to the very, very top because then it won't overlap anything. And there's a lot of options you can do with this. Usually I either just shorten my title for my video a little bit, or I kind of put it in a variation. So I don't know exactly what the title is going to be for this video yet, but I'm just going to type out how I edit my thumbnails. And then a little exclamation point, of course. And then now it kind of depends on how I want it to look. Like sometimes I keep it in all lowercase, and then sometimes I do it like half caps, or like each of the beginning letters are capital. But today I think for this one, oh yeah, also I really like the bottom style, and then I usually just change the font a little bit, and of course the color. The color I'm gonna probably, I like the white color lately, so I guess I'll keep that. And then because it just pops out a lot more, I think. And then I want to go to stroke, as you can see. And right now, let's see, usually I make the stroke black. It just contrasts better in my opinion. So I'm gonna keep the stroke black. And I'll show you guys the fonts that they have. But anyway, if you go to font, here are all the fonts that they have. Some of them are a little weird. Like I would never use some of them, to be honest, especially like, I don't know what these are, but usually the ones that I use for my videos are either Blogger Sans Bold, which is this one. Sometimes I use the Boogaloo regular. Sometimes I use Comforta regular. Yeah, let's try this one. That's what it looks like, and then if you want to undo it, you just press the undo button. So it's that compared to that. There's no redo button, which is a little annoying, so if you want to like get back what you just had, you can't do that. So yeah, I don't know which one I like more. Honestly guys, I think I'm gonna keep it like this, the way it is, because I like how that looks the most. I don't know. But then usually I go down again, and then I go to the curve, and this basically just bends the letters, as you can see. As you can see, this thumbnail that I have doesn't have too much space, to be honest. But you can always use the grid to make it, like, to see how much you need to recenter everything. I think this looks good, like that curve of it, but the only thing is now I feel like I need to move my pictures around a little bit more. Honestly, I'm just gonna add one more text box like that, and then sometimes I like to add little emojis around my thumbnails. So if I want to just use a camera one, you just search up camera and then you have it all done. So sometimes I like to add these types of emojis, and I literally just put it right here. It's literally just to add a little bit of spice to your thumbnails. But yeah, I like that. I think that looks cute. It's really personal preference. But yeah, I like that. And then sometimes if you want to add like little drawings of like hearts or something, as you can see in this thumbnail right there, you just go to draw right here, and I usually like to draw in white. You can add little hearts or whatever, or if you want it to not be as smooth and you want it to have like a neon effect, you just press that. Smoothness to 0. That doesn't really affect anything, I don't think, but you can also have the fill on the inside. So if you want it to be filled, you can create like shapes and stuff like that. And then this one is my favorite if you want, oh, and then also dashed line. Let's just, yeah, like that. I don't know why you would want to use that, but you never know. But my favorite is the blur radius. If you put it on 10, as you can see, it looks a little bit more faded, almost like a chalk look, which I really like. Obviously you can adjust the pen size as well, which is nice. But yeah, I'm not going to draw anything for this one because I just want to keep it like this, but that's how my thumbnails are done. I'm pretty happy with how this one has turned out. I don't want it to get too crazy like I said in the beginning, but yeah, that is everything. And then all you have to do to export it to your camera roll is to go to the upper right hand corner again, and then you go to export image. And I always keep the format as PNG because if you do JPG, sometimes things that you want to be transparent don't turn out transparent. But you just want to make sure that the dimensions are the right ones, and then you just click Save to Gallery. And then there you go. It should show up in your gallery and you are all ready to put it on YouTube. So yeah, that is literally it for this tutorial. So that was about it for how I edit my thumbnails. I really hope you guys found this tutorial useful. If you have any other questions about how to use anything in Pixel Lab, please, please, please don't hesitate to ask in the comments down below of this video. I look at all of your guys' comments, so I'll definitely be able to respond to any questions. I obviously didn't go through all of the functions in Pixel Lab, but I did go through all the ones that are the most important in my opinion. You can also adjust like the different parts of photos that you import, or like the brightness or the color saturation, but honestly I don't really mess around with those too much because they aren't as good as the editors in my Google Photos app. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!